Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to NACAA 365, where we learn information about the association as well as programming. And today we're going to have the Extension Educational Foundation talk about their scholarship program. And so we're going to turn the program over to Jennifer Lutz, and it's all yours.
All right, thanks, Tyrone. So, welcome everybody. I am here on behalf of our scholarship committee to chat with you guys about the scholarship program today. I want to welcome you all to our NACAA 365, all about our member-only professional development scholarships. These scholarships are supported by the NACAA Educational Foundation, which is a 501c3, and these folks work very hard for us to keep our investments earning money all for the future, right? A couple of things I want to highlight about our program. Since 2007, our program has awarded over $339,000 in professional development scholarships, which is fantastic. The foundation currently has an endowment worth over $1 million. That is what keeps funding those scholarships. And we are currently supporting and taking applications twice a year. So we have 2 cycles per year that we, take applications and support our members with. I would also like to introduce you to your National Scholarship Committee. And I am Jennifer Lutz, and I am the national chair this year from University of Missouri Extension. We also have Xuan Nguyen, who is our Northeast Regional Vice Chair. Sandra Stitchen, which is our North Central Region Vice Chair. Catherine Holmes, our Southern Region Vice Chair. And Brooke Lattuck, which is our Western Regional Vice Chair. So what can the scholarship funds do for you? Most of these funds are used for roughly these 6 things, although it is not strictly limited to these 6 things. We can do a lot of different things if you supply the application and give good justifications. Advanced degrees are one things that we like to support. So our graduation tuitions and credits. Study tours are a popular option for our members, whether those are domestic or international groups or individual. Conferences, going and presenting at conferences, going and learning from conferences, those are also a popular attraction for our applicants. One thing that is not used as often as I think it could be used is for research. So these scholarships can help fund research, specialized study, field research, things like that. Seminars and training, some skills-based professional workshops or individual trainings can be used. And then also group applications. So this is another popular thing with some of our states, is to have a group population for their members to go do a study tour together as a group. One thing I want to caution that cannot be used for is it cannot be used to fund attendance to the national annual meeting or professional improvement conference. And I'd like to bring Catherine on, and Catherine's going to talk to you about what our members have done with these scholarships in the past.
Okay, some examples of things that have been done with the international study tours. They've done tours to different countries, such as Europe. They've done horticulture tours. They've done agriculture tours, livestock tours, different tours like that, which is multiple days. They network and talk to each other as well over that long time. Some people don't leave the country and they just do domestic tours. Again, they go see things like the International Plant Propagators Society tour and learn about how to propagate plants. Some of them do certificates, such as the Annie's Project Facility Training. Again, we can work on our graduate degrees, PhDs, master's degrees. Sometimes it's just a course or 2, and sometimes it's a lot more than that. When they do the graduate degrees, they can apply for the scholarship for each semester. And we have the conferences and professional meetings, such as the Extension Leadership Conference or a Disaster Education Conference. The scholarship is very flexible, and you can be quite creative. Some of the places we've gone, the members in the international tours have gone to different continents. We've done Australia, we've done South America, we've done Europe, and of course we've done North America here at home. Sometimes they travel a lot and sometimes they just stay in one location during their tours. Some people have done it domestically and some have done it virtually, where they just did it all during Zoom times with COVID. We have gone to conferences in different locations, as well as some of the certificates were like the Annie's Project was in St. Louis. Next, we have Sandy, and she's going to tell you what some of the members have done.
Well, recipients have presented and shared their expertise, from research on plant health, native species, and pathogens, to extension programs about reaching global audiences and efforts in farm and stress management. Secondly, they've learned new practices and technologies. They've explored tools like virtual fencing or drone applications and greenhouse automation, while gaining certifications and training just to strengthen their professional skills. Thirdly, they've built strong professional networks. These connections lead to real outcomes like collaborative grant research projects or expanding outreach to thousands, new partnerships, and published research. Overall, members do not just passively participate, they've actively presented, learned, and built relationships that enhance both their careers and the communities they serve. So, what often comes home with the scholarship recipients? Well, they bring back new practices for local farms, for example, virtual fencing again, mobile weighing stations, improving grazing strategies, updating marketing or livestock techniques that are then quickly adapted and shared in their county, their region, their state, or their multi-state areas. Recipients have also developed new programs and curriculum from what they saw and learned about. This includes enhancing existing efforts like WISE Kids or integrating strength-based coaching into Annie's projects. Thirdly, they've expanded research and grant opportunities. For example, applying new tools like heat mapping for farm decisions, or collaborating across universities to strengthen their research through innovative approaches and advanced study. Recipients return with a broader perspective and a greater visibility of extension, sharing new knowledge with stakeholders, mentoring others, and applying ideas like AI integration and workforce wellness. The key message is this: the impacts don't stop when they return. Rather, they grow, reaching extension peers, farmers, students, and entire communities. Next, Brooke is going to tell us about the eligibility requirements.
Thank you. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about what we need to do in order to be eligible for one of these scholarships. So the eligibility requirements, you must be a NACAA member in good standing for the past 2 years. You have to have made a contribution of $100 to be eligible for the $1,500 scholarship. By either the end of the previous year's AMPIC, June 1st, or the current year for the June 1st submission deadline, or the current year's AMPIC for the December 1st deadline. The study or training must begin before the next scheduled AMPIC. The activity cannot begin before the scholarship committee awards the letter. And you must submit a 500 to 850 word educational experience report within 30 days of completion. And that these applications are largely judged on completeness, training plan, post-training application, and budget. So as far as investments into the scholarship fund, $100, like I mentioned, qualifies you for up to $1,500 in scholarship funding. If you contribute another $100, so $200 total, you're qualified for up to $3,000, but the maximum per request is $1,500. So just some key dates and deadlines here as we move forward. June 1st is approaching very quickly, and that is our next deadline. So in order to be able to apply for that, you have to have had donated $100 before the last year's AMPIC, so July 3rd of 2025. If you meet that criteria, June 1st is the application deadline. State chairs will approve those applications by June 15th, the regional vice chairs by July 1st. And then at the AMPIC, the committee will meet and review those. And then a week or two after that, recipients will be notified. For the December group, if you have not met that $100 donation deadline for the June 1st deadline, you do have an opportunity before the end of our 2026 AMPIC to meet that $100 donation deadline, because that deadline is July 12th. December 1st then will be our application deadline. December 15th will be state chair approval. January 1st will be regional vice chair approval. Early January, the committee will meet, and then a couple weeks after that, the recipients will be notified. Just an important thing to point out here, the activity must start after the notification of award. And the only exception for that would be the formal classes beginning in early January. So now Joan will talk about how to apply and ways to invest.
Thank you, Brooke. So I will be introducing how to apply for scholarship. And we listed here a 5-step application process. Before you start your application, you may want to go to the NACAA website and check if you have met the $100 contribution. Once you confirm the contribution, you can start your scholarship application by filling in estimated cost, starting date, description, justification, and a detailed budget to make sure that you include how you will apply the experience after completing your activity. So once you complete your application, the state chair will review and approve your application. So make sure you contact first your scholarship state chair first if you have any questions. After the state chair approve, the scholarship selection committee will review with the final approved by the NACAA Educational Foundation trustees. You will be notified of the awards. Last but not least, within 30 days of completing your activity, please submit a 500 to 850 word educational experience report with photos and foundation voucher with expense document to the National Scholarship Chair. This will be your article and the report will be featured in the County Agent June issue. There are actually multiple ways to invest and make a contribution. The easiest way is just to go online and click the donate button. You can also purchase the $20 raffle at the annual MPIC meeting, or you just donate an item for the live auction at MPIC. You can also make check payable to NACAA Educational Foundation or pay cash or using your credit card. I think this is my last slide. So let me wrap up. I believe many of your colleagues and peers have taken advantage of this scholarship, and the scholarship has made a real difference in their work and their career. So I think it's a great opportunity for you to invest in your own growth and bring that value back to your county. I think that's all I have. Jennifer, I turn it over back to you.
Thank you, ladies. I'm happy to open this up if there are any questions or thoughts or comments or anything from the members.
Question. I heard you say the scholarships are not available for the AMPIC. Is it available, and I may have missed it, I apologize. Is it available for the Western AMPIC that they have separate every year?
So it's not available for the NACAA annual meeting, Professional Improvement Conference. So I would say that yes, it would be available for Western. I didn't realize they were, I guess I didn't realize they were different. But yes, our rules are explicit that it's not for NACAA's AMPIC.
Well, I can ask Scott if Scott
Yeah.
is on or if he's got on screen, but I didn't know if there's any history of that. If somebody did apply and wanted to go to the Western one, would this money could be used towards that?
I don't, I don't, I don't know about the history, but I can tell you that the Western pick is ultimately a totally independent conference that has no financial responsibility for NACAA. It's kind of a thing they do on their own. We've helped them by promoting it and sending out links to it, but it is not truly one of our conferences. So I, you know, I don't see it as a non-eligible function.
Okay.
That's
Thank
just
you.
I'm not I'm not the boss. I'm just telling you that's
Well,
it's a really good question, but my gut instinct
yeah.
is that there probably have been recipients in the past. It's not as many people are applying for that as they are for funding for some of the exploration by Thor type trips, but conference wise, people have used it for PILD for the JSEP PILD and ELC. They've used it for other association type functions, that may be more specific to a person's specialty. Um, so anyway,
Yep. Thank you very much.
yep.
Good question, Tyrone. Oh, there's a question in the chat. Is the $100 or $200 investment a one-time donation, and you can apply for the scholarship in perpetuity after that, or do you need to apply every year? Another good question, and yes, it is a one-time investment. That investment for at the $100 level, you can get up to $1,500 in scholarships, and it doesn't have to be at one time, right? You can ask for a $200 scholarship, and then maybe next year or next cycle a $500 scholarship, so on and so forth. But it does make you eligible for up to $1,500. And then the additional $100, so at the $200 investment level, it makes you eligible for up to $3,000. Again, we won't generally do more than $1,500 per application, right? So don't apply for more than that thinking you're going to get more than that in any one scholarship fund. All right. Any other questions? And you're welcome to come off mute. I assume everybody can come off mute.
Going around the horn one more time. Okay. Oh,
You're also welcome to email your state chairs or any of our vice chairs or myself with any further questions if you come up with something, after we get off this call today.
okay. Well, this will conclude our 365. It will be posted on YouTube within 24 hours. And so thank you, Miss Jennifer, for your time and your committee. And hopefully we get some applications here between here and the end of the month.
Yeah, I bet so. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.